The solution is that he forced me to abort the baby, which is something that I didn't want to do, you see, because I won't know whether it's my first or the last child. But because of he forced me to do so, for his sake, I had to do it for his sake, not thinking about mine. The way I was so in love with the guy, I sacrificed. And the sacrifice meant nothing to him.
Things bafowethu I'm back again, as you know. Bafowethu ngiyanibingelela whenever you are. I greet you whenever you are right now. It's either you are in a taxi, you are in your house, you are watching, whenever la ukhona, I greet you. My name uGifty Mabunda. You know, I'm always coming with the boom content. I'm back again with Gifted Media. I just wanna appreciate you guys for your support that you are giving me. I see you are subscribing, I see you are viewing, I see you are liking, I see you are commenting. I really appreciate that as a Gifted Media family. If it's your first time to watch, please make sure you subscribe. Make this show to be your favorite home. Make Gifted Media your favorite home. I'm back again with a boom content. As you know, I'm coming with a show. What is a painful thing that you ever experienced in your life? I believe in scars. Some of scars, they are medicine in your life. Some of scars are there for you. Some of the scars, azusiphilisa, azusihlambulula, azusgeza. So, Khalanati, as we are starting right now, I have a guest here. Very nice guest, very beautiful guest. She's a beautiful guest. So we are here, Gifted Media. Allow me to welcome my sister here. How are you, my sister?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm best. Thank you. You look so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I like the way you are wearing. It's giving some village vibes.
It's vibes, yeah.
So tell us before we start, who are you and where are you from?
Anyways, I'm Precious Dimani from forsake. That's where I stay. I'm based on my Lula Extension 20. That's my address, guys. So that's where I stay.
Oh, wow, that's great. You're from forsake.
Yes.
What, if I can ask, what is your favorite thing that you like in forsake?
I could say that the way we do hold each other as a community, it's very, very strong, you know. Like we have a strong bond in our community. Like whenever there's some things that are happening, bad things crime.
Yes.
Yeah, they are there to, help us with such things.
Wow, yeah. That's great. That's great. Shout out to forsake. Fikile Efoslo now. We are here, forsake. So we are here, guys. Forsake, welcome. So my sister, tell me, you said your name. Who are you?
I'm Precious.
Precious.
Yes.
So why they give you name Precious?
You can see me, I'm Precious.
Oh.
You can see me, I'm Precious,
So they decided to give you Precious name because you are a Precious.
Yeah.
I hope you have a Precious story to tell us today for Precious people, because I have a Precious viewers here. So Precious, tell me currently what you're busy with, maybe business-wise, work, busy ngani?
I'm actually a vendor from the streets, yes. That's what I do. Yes, I'm selling cow heels and also some other things also, but yeah.
Wow, that's great. And you look so young for doing such a great business.
Yeah.
So what you have learned, to be selling in the street and stuff?
I've learned that it takes courage for you to do that, because also I was a shy person at firstly, but then it gave me motivation in such a way that I gained a lot of, self-confidence in myself to stand on people around the street to sell.
Yes.
Yeah, and also it gave me power to upgrade myself with that, to say that I can go far. Doing that, yeah.
Yo, I'm so inspired.
Yeah.
Shout out to all people who sell in the street. Don't make an excuse that there is no job. So if there is no job, just start a business. Do something. Don't just stay. Sell that snacks, sell that sweets. people, they might laugh you, Guti, you are selling. They might say anything, Guti, look, you are hopeless. You are selling because you are poor. You're not poor. Actually, people who are laughing you, they don't know when you sleep what you're gonna eat. They even not see your stomach. Yes, precious. One thing I like about God, He make our stomach to be private. You might wake up, eat yogurt, and I wake up, eat maybe anything. I might eat macaroni or
Nobody will
something.
know.
But you cannot tell me that what I eat in the morning. So God make it to be. So if you might, like as you're saying you were shy before, if you might say, which people, they will laugh me, especially classmates, they will say, you are selling because you are hopeless, you are poor. They don't know, Guti, when you sleep, what you eat. People who love you, sometimes there are people who go like their lives are the one who are hopeless because they don't know what they are doing actually. But anyway, as equal pressures, I'm just feel so encouraged and inspired. Yes. So Precious, we are here. I know you have a scar to tell someone here. There's someone you are specially like we are you are invited here to someone. Might be thousands people, but one person might be equipped and encouraged. So tell us your background. Ukhule kanjani, like.
Okay, I grew up in a lovely family, and also they had showed me so much love. And
Yes.
so I've grew up going to church, yeah, that's it. And also, but then I also have something sad that I've been facing all of these years.
Yes.
I finished my matric 2021, and since then I've been struggling to get an ID.
Okay.
It's something that even now I'm still struggling to do so. But because of I know that God is there, He will do it for me as I keep on believing in Him. So in 2021, when I finished school, in 2022 I tried going to Home Office, to just get help from them to just this it's just so emotional. I'm so sorry about that.
Yes.
So basically I should start by saying that in 2022 I struggled a lot in such a way that I didn't have an ID, which is, I know that an ID, it's something that it's a document that is needed for everyone to get a job or go to school or something like that. But then for me, it was just a different story because of my mom didn't have that, the ID. So it became a trauma to me to say that since in 2022, I tried going up and downs, looking for help, and nobody is there to help me until I did go to the social workers, and they couldn't even help me. As I am selling on the streets, it's not because of I like it, but because of the situation that I'm facing. Yeah.
So, Precious, as you are saying, Guti, you are struggling with an ID. So, if I can ask, what the plans that you tried, maybe excluding going to Home Affairs, have you tried maybe to go to street commits, counselors, those people in our community? Maybe you can start going to them and try to inquire about how can I get an ID.
Well, I did go to the social workers nearby where I stay, and it became a situation that fails, and also because of they asked me some documents that I also didn't have, especially on my mother's side. You see, because I'm no longer with my mom, but I'm staying with my grandfather.
Yes.
You see, because my mom left us for I think it's 5 years now. She's no longer staying with us, and I can't even reach her. You see.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now my dad is the one that I communicate with him, but it becomes a hard situation in such a way that he doesn't even want to do us an ID. Because since he's staying with a stepmother there, and also it becomes so, it's not that simple to just communicate with him. You see, yes.
So it's only you who being affected with this situation, or you have siblings also
I
that are
also have
struggling?
siblings who are just being affected with the same situation.
So Precious, how you, because you are saying you done your matric, right?
Yes.
So like how you done a matric without an ID, like how you write your exams?
At school, there's this thing called temporary ID. They do it for you whenever you don't have like an ID. You
Yes.
see,
So also they done that for you.
yes, they done that for me.
So after matric, so have you tried maybe to go to university using the same temporary ID, or it's not possible?
I did try to apply at SDC, yes, and they told me that they need an ID. They don't need a temporary ID. They need
Okay.
the actual ID.
Have you tried to go to social workers?
I did try to go there, and they also didn't help me.
How? Because I think it's their job to help you.
Yes, it's their job to help me, but then instead of helping me, they discouraged me in such a way that they wanted more information that I didn't have. And I also opened up my soul to say, this is what I have. You
Yeah.
see.
So you went there and they like asking you some questions.
Some questions. I have to go up and down doing some affidavits for nothing.
You done that to do
I've done
affidavit.
that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. But if I can ask, like at school, how was life? Because you are in class with people who have an ID, but you are still facing the same situation. How was life in school?
It was very, very difficult for me to say that, okay, I could see my peers having something that I don't have. And it also pains me to say that, okay, I know that each and every school, they need an ID. But because of I don't have it, like it pains me a lot to say, what am I going to do after finishing my matric?
I
It
get you.
pains me a lot. And also, children at school, they talk about it to say, I'm going to do an ID, mom. Like, I'm going to do this and this and this. And then here it comes, pains me to say, as in, I don't have it.
Yeah.
Like, I was feeling so painful to see my peers holding their IDs while I don't have it. Even the time I was writing the examination, like I used
Because
to
they
hide.
come with their ID and stuff.
Yes, I used to hide the temporary ID to say this, and I don't want them to see. You see, because it's so painful.
Yeah. So tell me, how was life, your childhood at school? Like,
Okay, it was so nice. It was great. Like I got to experience a lot of things actually.
So you have friends.
Yeah, I
You are
had a
also
friend.
dating there.
I had a friend who was encouraging me like a lot on my situation. Like, no friend, everything's gonna be all right. Doesn't start with you only. There's so many people out there who are suffering at the same situation that you are. So as you are here, it doesn't mean that you cannot be successful as a person. You will still be successful while you're fighting to get the ID.
Yeah. So what is the documents that you have, if I can ask?
I only have my birth certificate, the kind of clinic card, and also, yeah.
So at Home Affairs, what they are looking for, like even at social work, which documents that you don't have?
They were looking for my mom. Yeah.
So why don't you find maybe a guardian?
I've never tried that before, but so many people, they did advise me to do that, and I couldn't find. They said I should find someone who has the same surname as mine, and my surname is so rare to find. So I just like find only the males, and the males, they say that it's very, very complicated in at Home Office.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they can't help you if you come with a mail.
That's what they say. But I tried my uncle, and my uncle is somebody who goes with countries, So he doesn't like, I can't find him easily.
Do you feel like Home Affairs failed you? Like, do you feel like Home Affairs failed you and also social workers?
Social workers, I think yes, but Home Affairs, I don't know.
If I can ask, what do you think your father not helping you?
I really, really don't know. But I just find it hard for me to say that a father who doesn't care about his children, like, it's something that I don't understand, because he can see us suffer for something that it's going to help him also tomorrow, you see. Because whenever I have an idea, I know that maybe I could just find a job and go to school, you know,
And continue to your studies.
Yes, and also whenever I get a job, I'll try and help him out. You see. So right now, I'm just failing to understand what kind of a father that I have, that he doesn't even have remorse over his children, the one he gave birth to.
Yeah, that's so painful. Actually, to having a father who don't care about you. So you said he's staying with stepmom.
Yes,
So they have kids there.
one kid.
One kid.
Yeah.
Do you think that kid have an ID?
Yes, I think so.
So he like that kid, or
I think so, because the mother has the South African,
ID?
yeah,
Okay.
citizenship.
Do you have a communication with your stepmom?
No,
Why?
never did talk. I think it's because of she's more like, she doesn't want to hear about us. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. So yeah, Precious, I hear you, and you just feel good, like there's someone might be having information for you. And also, before the end of this episode, I believe you'll leave your socials and any details where they can find you. But I believe someone is watching might be face the same situation whereby struggling to get an ID, but finally he or she got an ID. So I also believe on that. But anyway, let's just go deeper in your high school time. Like, I just want to hear more about your high school moment, puberty stage and stuff.
Well, the time I got into high school, like, things started to be new, like, to become wow, you know, because of, like, you're still new, you don't know anything, you see. So also you get to see different people, you know, and there's this guy that I met. He was a nice guy, you know, but also I was also afraid to say, Precious, you don't have to communicate with strangers, because of, yes, whenever you arrive at school from the first time, like, we're all strangers to each other until we get to meet, to talk and communicate or approach whatever. So this guy on 2018, the time I was in grade 9, he approached me and said to me, he wanted to have, like, a relationship with me. And I was like, a relationship? What's that? Because, like, everything was new to me. And then he was like, no, a relationship is when, like, me and you become lovers, you know. And then I was like, oh, okay, we can try that out. And then everything went well until on 2019.
He's your schoolmate, that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in 2019, things started to change. I could see, like, I couldn't learn a person that much, but I could see that he's starting to change.
Yes.
Change in such a way that he was no longer interested in me. He was no longer treating me the same way that he used to treat me. And he was no longer that much giving to me like he
Yes.
used to. So things started changing up. And until I got to find out that he's busy with other ladies.
He's cheating.
Yeah.
Oh,
We called it cheating.
yes.
You see, and the way my spirit can tell me is that whenever he's cheating, I could feel it. my instinct could tell me to say, nah, this guy, there's something that is up on. You see. And then it came to a moment whereby he cheated with 5 women, like 5 ladies at school.
One guy and 5 ladies. That's possible. You are kidding.
5 ladies at school. And I just caught him, and then he started to apologize. And I was like, oh, okay, since I was in love. You know, guys, love is blind.
Like after cheated you, he apologized.
Yes.
So how did you found that he is cheating for you?
Okay, through cell phone, like his cell phone, I could see so many messages.
So you are holding his cell phone.
I used to.
You are brave. Holding your boyfriend's phone.
I used to do that, and I was like, oh, the reason why I hold it because I wanted to send some files, yeah.
So you end up going to where you're supposed to.
Yes.
That's a problem. You go to a wrong direction. Like you took the wrong direction. How can you go to because you were looking for files? Files are not on WhatsApp.
Okay. So, and then it happened that he came to me and apologized, and then everything went well. And then after 2 months, I started it again. And then I was like, are you really, really serious about me, or are you just playing around with me? You know how guys are. They can even lie to you.
Excluding me.
Yo.
Yes.
They can lie to you 100 times without you not seeing them, whether they are honest or what.
Yes.
You see? But because of you're blinded by love, that's where you get to see, that's where you not get to see anything. Like everything is just invisible. You see? So I was like, oh, okay. He cheats again, I forgive him. He cheats, I forgive him. He cheats, until I gave up. The moment that I gave up is when he starts to become serious about me.
So what do you think made that guy cheating? It was not you?
I think it's because of I was so soft and I was so kind and I was so I didn't have that much like aggressive person. One of those people who are I wasn't like that. Like whenever he says something, I was like, oh, okay. An understanding person. I was so understanding.
Can I ask the viewers, what can you do if you found out that your guy or your girl is cheating? Like, you will kill yourself. What you gonna do if you find out that your boyfriend is with 5 ladies? Like, just imagine 5 ladies and you are there also. But anyway, Pressure, go deeper, Papa.
All I can say, guys, is that you see, it's not nice being cheated on because at some point you kind of feel like you're not worth enough for that person. You see, and he's not even respecting you. You see, because love goes with respect. And also, if a person is not willing to be with you, and then that means that, how can I explain it? That means that you're not nothing to him.
Okay.
Because of whenever a person starts to cheat, it means there's something wrong that you're doing, or maybe he's no longer interested in you.
So you guys were separated for 2 months, then you forgive the guy, and then what happened?
Forgive the guy. The guy comes back again, and then he says that no, baby, let us try and fix things. I love you so much. And you know how guys are. Lies.
I'm still saying excluding me.
All guys, even the one who is sitting.
Okay. Excluding me.
You see? So that's how I was so in love with the guy in such a way that I used to even forget myself that I'm worth. I used to do things that I couldn't even do for myself.
Yo.
You see, just imagine taking a guy out.
Taking a guy out.
It's buying love, guys.
Wow.
I used to buy love. I thought I was so free to do anything for the one that I love. But no, I got it wrong. It was all wrong to say that, sometimes you don't have to buy love. Don't buy love. That's the one lesson that I've learned in a relationship.
So if I can ask, what's the painful thing that you ever experienced in your relationship that you say, I might love the guy, he cheated, but this one, it's really annoying me. Like, I can even cry.
I can say, loving a person with all your heart, it is nice, but also whenever a person gives you his back, it's painful. Because I used to love him like a lot in such a way that I didn't even love myself the way I used to love that guy. So it was so painful to me to say, after all that I did for him, and then now he turns out to do this for me. Like, it was really, really painful. You see. Yeah.
So you guys, you are not having any child. Maybe you have child. Your mama is not your baby daddy now.
No, we didn't.
Why?
We didn't.
Like you didn't, like you guys were in a relationship but not having babies. Maybe you have boundaries, because most of guys,
We did set up boundaries to say we won't be having, like, we used protection.
okay.
Yeah.
So all of this time you are using protection.
Yeah.
Give me the call. No, I need a call, precious. I need a call. I need the inner call.
Okay. So this one is just a sad part of me to say,
Okay.
I got pregnant for the guy, and the guy denied the baby to say it wasn't his.
Really?
That was so painful for me. To say a person can change with an instant minute. Yeah. Like, I like the way I loved him. I even, like, opened up for him each and every soul of mine, each and every part of mine. And then now that I tell him that I'm pregnant, he just say it's not mine. It was so painful for me.
So he was not believing you, or
he wasn't. It's not like he wasn't believing in me. You see, he was selfish. He was only thinking of himself to say, "Nah, you cannot be pregnant because you know that we've set boundaries. I wanna finish school. I wanna do great things in my life." And who didn't want to do great things in his life? Who doesn't want a luxury life? You see, but because of he was so selfish in such a way that he was only thinking for himself, not thinking of me or about the baby.
So what was your feeling the first time you got that you are pregnant? Like, how did you find out? Take us, like, to your journey when you were pregnant. Waking in the morning, what you felt, were you like...
Okay, the time I was going to school, like, I was so very, very tired. Every time I was so tired, I didn't eat well. Like, I didn't even have an appetite to eat. Like, it was something that I could say it was making me exhausted most of the time. You see, until I also missed my periods.
Wow.
Yeah, I missed my periods. And the second month, the first month I didn't notice it. The second month, that's where I noticed that, no, there's something that is fishing here. Until I bought a pregnancy test. After that, I said that I'm pregnant. Like, I was so shocked, but also I was so nervous, and also I was so scared because of it's something that it's still new. You see, yeah, something that you have in your body is still new. Like, but then I also had to face him to say I'm pregnant, and all that he could say to me is, "It's not mine."
Like that. So
it's not mine. I even did count the dates for him to say,
we slept in that day.
We slept in this day, and also I lost I missed my period on this day. Like, everything was attempting him, but then it was like, nah. He was denying everything. He was so denying.
So what was the solution after that? You guys broke up. What's happened?
The solution is that he forced me to abort the baby, which is something that I didn't want to do. You see, because I won't know whether it's my first or the last child, but because of he forced me to do so. For his sake, I had to do it for his sake, not thinking about mine. The way I was so in love with the guy, I sacrificed. And the sacrifice meant nothing to him.
You aborted the baby after how many months?
After 2.
2 months.
Yes.
Okay. So like he forced you how? Like verbally, physically, like how he forced you?
He tortured me to say, if you don't abort the baby, you will see what I will do to you. And I was so scared. See, I was so scared in such a way that he was even threatening me.
But you are still dating?
No.
You guys, you were still dating the time he was touching you?
Yes, we were still dating. He was threatening me. And since I have an ear for whatever he says, I could listen to him.
So the guy is normally, so you were tortured also. Like, do you think there is no way, maybe spiritually wise, like you are like everything, it's yes to you?
Everything was yes, love, yes. Everything was yes to me.
How you felt the first time you said, let's abort the child? This is your first gift from God.
It was something that I could think of and also say, how can this guy say this to me? What if it's my last child? You see? What if, and then since he knows how to convince me to say, you have to think about your future, precious. You cannot have a child under this condition that we are in. We are still at school. We can't have money to afford the baby. Something like that. He knew how to convince me on each and every step. And I became convinced.
So you guys, how was the process? Maybe you went to clinic?
Yes, I went to the hospital and did it. And then when I came back...
In the same day you booked or?
I booked. And then after booking, they told me to stay 1 week. After that 1 week, I go back to the hospital. I went alone. He didn't even escort me. I went alone. He didn't even care. He was at school studying. You see?
Preparing for his future.
Yeah, preparing for his future since I don't have a future. The only person who has a future is him. You see, he was only thinking about him. That's it. So, and then after that, after coming to the hospital, he didn't even come to see me. He didn't do anything.
After the process.
Yes, after 2 days, that's where he came. Actually, he didn't come. He saw me at school. And then he acted up as if he cares. He cares for what I couldn't even look at him in his eyes. He acted as if he does care, but he doesn't. And at that moment, it was so painful to me to say, why would this person do this to me? Why would he just convince me to do such an abomination? You see? And then after that, we stayed 2 weeks. Everything was fine. After 2 weeks, he started showing me flames again.
So did you told him that you did this process? Like you told him at school, or you guys were talking online? That today I'm going. They say 1 week later after. Like, how did you tell?
We were communicating on both sides, telling
him, "Good, I'm going now. I'm on my way." So what he was saying?
He was like, you know, his response wasn't showing that he does care. It was like something that he was doing it just, you know. It's like at that moment I was annoying him. Like my pregnancy was annoying him.
Darkness, like
Yeah.
Berlin Wall. Do you know Berlin Wall? So like you told him that you are pregnant and you did that abortion process, and then like before the abortion, have you ever maybe communicated with your friends? As you said in the beginning of the show, you have supportive friends. Have you ever tell any member of your family like about that?
Yeah, they know.
They know. So what they say when you are telling them that, "Yo, guys, I'm going to do an abortion. My boyfriend doesn't want that."
Obviously, they got frustrated at me to say, why would I do such a thing? Why didn't I consult them as they are adults? But then after, they also like forgave me for that. Yeah.
So like you told him you guys were still in a relationship after, because you said
Yeah, we went on after that, after coming back from a hospital, he came to see me, like everything went well. After 2 weeks, he started changing again. And then that's where I was like, I think I have to leave this guy. Like he's abusing me emotionally, not physical, but emotionally. I'm not happy at all. So I was like, oh, okay. I think I have to learn to leave him, even though I loved him, but I had to leave him. You see. So yeah.
So you were separated through over the phone, or you called the guy, you meet the guy?
I can say over the phone call, over like we have seen each other and we're arguing, and I also told him that I think I can no longer move on with this. And then he wanted to start controlling me. You see, to say I'm not going anywhere, I'm his, and then I was like, no, this is not love. You're torturing me, actually. This kind of love I've never experienced before in my life. And also it was something that when I say I could leave, he couldn't even believe in me. But I did leave. Hard. Like, there were so many wounds in me. And also, I didn't even know how to heal. It was so, so tough for me. But then, after that, I was like, hey, Precious, I told myself that, Precious, you gotta move on. No matter what.
Then you moved on.
Yeah. No matter what.
So how is life?
But it took time for me to move on. Like, it took time for me to heal.
You went to psychologist, therapy?
2 years. 2 years. I had to heal because of that guy.
Yo. So do you went to maybe to therapies like psychologist to find help after that process?
I only went to my church members and told them about my situation, and they encouraged me.
Your mom, your parents?
Motivate me. My mom, yes, she encouraged me.
So what you have learned after that situation? What you can tell someone who's pregnant now, who's planning to do an abortion?
I could say that whenever your boyfriend tells you to do an abortion, please don't do it. Because you will be doing it for their sake, not because of you. If you don't want anything to happen to your child, or you don't want to do any abortion, please don't. Just stick to your baby. Even if he leaves or doesn't support the baby, it's fine. God will provide for you. Yeah.
That's our some guys in Israel nani. Don't do that. Don't kill your child. You might abort a president. You might abort a teacher. You might abort a pastor. You might abort a minister in future. So please don't do that. But I'm glad, my sister, that you've learned something. After all this situation, you can stand now and encourage some of your peers. Let them not do that. So as we are about to close, because I see we are running out of time. So I just want you to know, like, how's life now? Like, after all that situation, how's life now? Maybe sometimes you are still, do you have that thought, maybe, Gutesh, I miss my kid? Because you felt it was in your stomach.
I felt that like I do miss my kid each and every day, but I was like, okay, whenever it already happened and there's nothing that I could do, I have to move forward, you know. But I just only pray that God also give me other children's, you know, other offsprings that I could say this is my child.
So do you believe in love now? Do you still believe in love? After all what happened in your life, do you believe in love?
I do believe in love because I was raised in love. Remember.
So are you
God told
dating?
me. Currently, no.
Why?
But
No.
I haven't found somebody who can understand me.
So do you want a boyfriend?
Not really.
Why? Because you are single, right?
Not really.
And available.
I kind of feel like I still need to focus on myself. Yeah.
So if I can ask, what type of a boyfriend you are looking?
I'm not
Dark
looking
like
for any.
me,
I'm
short
not
like
looking
me.
for a boyfriend. I'm not looking for a boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe your future husband is watching. Describe your husband.
Okay. It doesn't matter how you look, but also I'm looking for somebody who honest, understanding, supportive, you know. Yeah. That's
Like
the kind of
all what
person.
you've mentioned is in my list. Like,
You
but
know?
anyway, what can you encourage? Let me say, people who pass through abortions process. What can you say to them?
I could say that anyone who did that, please, guys, don't make it your fault. It's not your fault. You had to do what you had to do because of the circumstances and consequences that you were in. But also, I say unto you that even if you are pregnant right now, please don't do it because of it's an abomination, guys. You don't know whether it's your last child. You don't know whether God has given you this child to change your life. You see, to be a better person also. So yeah.
What was your favorite teacher at school?
Was Mem Nisi.
Why Memnis?
She was always there for me. Like she could see that the time I was explaining about this issue of getting a citizenship, she was there. She was
Shout out to Memnisi.
Mem Nisi, you know, and also Mem Konto from primary. Those ones are my
Where
best
primary?
teachers. Katlehong Primary School. Yeah.
Is he or she?
She.
She's still alive.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mem Konto. Mem Konto, ne?
Yeah, Mem Konto.
So yeah, Precious, we thank you for coming here. I believe there are some who are listening, there are some who are watching, there are some who also reading. That they learned a lot. I'm also learning something. I'm also learning something from you. Hence, we are open this show for especially young people to be opened. So I also encourage, if you have a story to share, just touch me on my WhatsApp. Touch me. I prefer WhatsApp. You guys send a text to me and say, Gift, I have a story to tell people. I have a story to tell someone. And believe me, that story might be a Disprin, might be a pain block, might be a Panado to someone. You just need to hear your story and become healed. So, Precious, thank you so much for coming. We believe someone there is watching, is learning, is taking notes, you know, and maybe God allow you to pass through that situation to help to talk about it. Please don't be open, talk about it. You are teaching people, you know. It's not everyone who made to stand in the pulpit, in the crowd. Some of you just need to be behind the mic like this and encourage, transform people's life. Hence, we created a platform like this to say, Precious, come, share your story. You know, don't be ashamed. And I believe that, you know, whatever you pass through, behind pain, there's success. behind page there is wisdom, behind page there is ideas. So if someone can come now and say, Precious, let's do an abortion, you have words to say. You have lesson to give that person that no, that's wrong. Don't do that. You don't say you can do it. If you say you continue doing that, that means you have learned nothing. But for you coming here and say, Gift, I regret that I did that and that and that and that, that shows that Precious, you are a precious indeed. I can say now, I can call you Precious. So tell me, as we are concluding, how people they can find you, like your socials. Maybe you have talked about the issue of an ID. Maybe there's someone who might looking to help you, how they can get you on Facebook, WhatsApp, if you are doing Twitter, TikTok, yeah.
Okay, basically you can find me on Facebook, I'm using my nickname, which is Ladonna, Jessie J, yes. So also on WhatsApp, you can catch me on WhatsApp. I'll give you my contact details, which is 078 947 7697. That's my number.
Yes.
And also you can get me on Instagram. Instagram is the same page as my
Facebook.
It's Ladonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's where esingakuthola khona.
Yeah.
Okay.
But mostly you can get me on Facebook. And WhatsApp.
As you hear before too, Nagu Precious got an issue of an ID. Maybe any help that you might like to help her, please. She's struggling like to get into universities, college, because they need an ID. Even some of other jobs they require an ID. So please, if you have information about that, you can even drop it in our comments. You are reading a comment, we'll make sure iyafika Precious. So bafowethu, I believe in you. I believe in your help. That small help that you have, please don't hesitate. Share it. Might help Precious. Thank you, Precious, for coming.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, what is your last word? To be. Say I'm handsome.
I would say that thank you so much for allowing me to come to your Gift social media, and it means a lot to me that maybe somebody out there could listen to my story and share, and also get help from people. Yeah.
Please tell them to subscribe. Tell your friend to subscribe. Tell your family to subscribe.
Please subscribe on Gifted Media. Please, guys, we highly appreciate your subscription, and please invite others to come and join us. Thank you.
You heard it. The only word that I heard, subscribe. So please, guys, subscribe.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate. Subscribe. Man, your subscribe means a million to me. I'm waiting, Precious. I need to drive Lamborghini. But without your subscription, please, guys, subscribe. Please, I beg you. We are on our way to reach 1,000 subscribers. Almost there are people who are supporting. I don't want to lie. We really appreciate the support here in Buffet. Like, guys, you're really doing a lot. From nowhere to 600 and something subscribers. We are almost reaching, this week we are reaching 700. And I believe you guys, you are taking me to 1K subscribers. So guys, thank you so much to be with us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. Please leave your comment. Don't watch and not leaving your comment. Leave your comment. Share this episode to other people. Might be your child might need to hear this. Please share this episode to your child, to your family, to your friends, and please enjoy. Please enjoy. We are in festive time. Enjoy your December, guys, and be safe, be protected. Like, guys, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Orgajan pressure. Yes. So, guys, please do that. And thank you so much for your support. As us, Gifted Media, we really love you guys. And we are hoping, Oguti, you also make this home to be your favorite channel. Thank you so much.